Hi everyone, Andy Milford with RDPsoft here. Today I'm super excited to show you the brand new user DEX dashboard we've added to Remote Desktop Commander v7. DEX, for the uninitiated, stands for Digital Employee Experience, and it's been all the rage among end-user computing enthusiasts these days. Gartner now has a DEX Magic Quadrant, and EUC monitoring vendors have been tripping all over themselves to play up the hype and charge big bucks for DEX monitoring. At the end of the day, all DEX is a way to evaluate what a user's perceived experience is in their RDS or AVD session, and find out the root causes of delays, disconnects, or sluggish application response that reduces their capacity to work remotely successfully, then remediate any problems found. So in typical RDPsoft fashion, we decided to create a simple DEX dashboard that will let you quickly and accurately figure out what's going on with a user session when they call in with complaints. Best of all, we're still one of the most affordable EUC monitoring tools out there, and you can still pick up a monthly subscription with us for troubleshooting and use our solution for as long or as little as you need it. But we've added a slightly different wrinkle to our approach to DEX, which we think will make a huge difference in troubleshooting effectiveness, which I'll talk about here in a minute. In Remote Desktop Commander v7, you can select an RDS or AVD user session from our Session Navigator window and click on the Troubleshoot Current and Historical User Experience menu item. Up pops our new DEX dashboard, and it immediately starts showing critical metrics such as network delay, which is the latency from the client to the session host, user input delay, which is how long it takes for the application in focus to respond to user mouse and keyboard input, total session delay, which is the combination of network delay plus application delay, which is the total lagginess the user experiences when trying to work in their remote session, and apps with most delay, which shows you which applications have posted the highest user input delay since the user DEX dashboard was invoked. But our DEX dashboard can show you even more details that affect user experience. For instance, you can see packet loss, which can lead to disconnects or choppy session responsiveness if it stays above 2% for an extended period of time. You can also see the memory load and CPU load on the server hosting the user session to see if it's a bit overworked. Perhaps more importantly, you can see the CPU privilege time and context switches per CPU. These two metrics can show you whether or not your RDS or AVD system is thrashing, which means that the operating system itself is using high CPU and other kernel resources because of device drivers, including device drivers installed by endpoint security products, or because it's spending too much time attempting to switch threads and multitask effectively for all of the fellow users connected to the system. Remember that little DEX wrinkle I mentioned at the start of this video? Here it is. If you own a premium management features license, or if you're a complete monitoring and management bundle customer, you can live shadow a user session while you watch how the DEX statistics shift around. This is a game changer in terms of learning how user actions inside their session and their interactions with applications directly affect their user experience. For example, you can watch a user session and notice a big spike in user input delay when they perform a specific action in an application. Then from there, you can work with the application vendor to see what's going on at that point in time. Is the application making a call to your overworked file server or to a busy SQL database? Or maybe Explorer.exe is showing high user input delay. Do you have antivirus or other endpoint scanning across network shares that's making Explorer hang when it accesses files via folder redirection? Or what happens to the AVD or RDS session host if they try and play a video in their session? Does that drive up CPU load or context switch counts? Anyway, you get the picture. Observing live DEX metrics while simultaneously watching the session is unbelievably valuable. Set an appointment with your user having the issues and have them show you what they do when working. Then sit back and let Remote Desktop Commander reveal to you what's the greatest source of delay and other problems, and dive in from there. You should have a good idea about the problem in no time at all when you take this approach to troubleshooting. Finally, our new DEX dashboard also lets you summon many of those same metrics on a historic basis based on what the Remote Desktop Commander service has collected into its central database. All you need to do is choose one of the user's recent sessions on a particular host and click Fetch Data. Our DEX dashboard will show you how these metrics fluctuated over time to give you a sense of what the user's been experiencing to date and if things worsen or improve based on time of day. If you have deployed the Remote Desktop Commander agent, you can click on any of these graphs to see what other users were connected to the server around the time of a user's historic session, to see if any of those users or Windows services were degrading performance on the session host and negatively impacting this user's user experience. In this example, we can see that the Microsoft Windows Defender service was using more CPU during the general time frame that this user was connected to our session host. Thanks so much for taking the time today to learn how Remote Desktop Commander can help you troubleshoot user experience in your RDS and AVD environments. If you'd like to learn more and start a subscription to our complete monitoring and management bundle for RDS and AVD, go to our website at www.rdpsoft.com for more details.